Alrighty, my name is Olivia Podorowski, and this is my Organizing to Make a Difference midterm. Starting off, I'm going to be talking about community organization and how it differs from other forms of social activism, such as advocacy or social service work. Starting off, I'm just going to talk about what community organization is. And community organization involves bringing people together to address a common issue and work towards change as a group. During this time, the group develops solutions to the problem, changes policies, and improves democratic participation. Now, talking about where they differ between advocacy and social work, community organization deals with people coming together to solve problems that they all collectively share. Whereas advocacy is when people come together to try and persuade leaders and policymakers to try and change laws or policies. And then social service work involves providing direct help with housing, medical care, food, those kind of things to people who are underprivileged and kind of get them going on the right foot. Alrighty, now for my example, since I am a healthcare major, I decided to give you examples in a healthcare setting. So starting off, I have health advocacy groups. During these groups, people are trying to advocate for certain health services. This could be something like funding for mental health services, more women doctors in the women health department, etc. I also have that some providers will partner with local clinics and hospitals to improve access of care in that area, just so that way those in that area can get a wider variety of providers. Next, I have the grassroots movement in community organization, and then the advantages and challenges from these approaches. First off, a grassroots movement is a political movement that begins with the people in a given region, district, or community. This is implementing change that occurs at a local level. This is important in community organizing because it comes from the community's direct wants and needs. This then makes the people feel invested in the movement because they're the ones that are actually leading it and making the decisions, etc. Now with this, there are the advantages and challenges. Starting off with the advantages, you will gain more community engagement since they are leading, the people in the community are leading it, so more people are going to want to be involved. You're also going to have stronger community bonds because everybody's working together to come up with a solution. And then you have empowerment. This teaches individuals how to navigate certain political systems and advocate for themselves. They're learning how to work with different groups and different people to come up with the solution. And then we have the challenges. With this, since it is a smaller group at a local level, you're going to have fewer resources, such as less money, etc. You also might have a lack of skill. Some individuals in the group might not have the professional skills and education that it takes to handle a group like this, so it can kind of get messy. And then, since the group is kind of small, you might have an inconsistency of participation. Since a group is so small and you have the limited resources, it might take the group a while to actually get going, which can lead to people to become discouraged and they might not show up as often. All right, lastly, I have the internal conflicts within the movements and how they're kind of dissolved and taken care of. Starting off, I have that establishing transparency is kind of essential. Knowing what is being done and everything is openly done in conversation, those being involved in the movement will end up building trust within the group so things will run smoother. Along with that, assigning clear roles and responsibilities is also crucial. When roles are assigned, there's less confusion and argument, and this allows for a smoother process and increase in productivity. Another thing is establishing a decision-making process. This is ensuring that every member of the group has a say in what is going on, and every side is taken into account in making a decision. For my example for this case, I have, yet again, it's in a hospital setting. Since a hospital is its own community with many active members making decisions every day, It is important to consider all of the things so the patient's plan of care is clear and effective. The doctors need to make sure they are explaining to the nurses what they want done, what orders need to be done, what meds need to be given, so that way it can get done on time and the patient's care is being advocated for. Then, the nurses need to be able to relay this information to the patients so everyone is on the same page on what is going on. This leads to less confusion and less arguments about the care that is being done because everyone has a well-established role, a clear plan of care, and the patient's well-being is considered during this time throughout the whole process. So everybody is being taken care of during this time. Alrighty, that is my project. Thank you for listening.